No matter the results, we know this election will bring new leadership to the state of Indiana. A new governor taking the helm at the State House in 2017. And the race for the state's highest office could not be any closer.
As you now know, the ballot looks a little different now since the primary season. And that's because Lieutenant Governor Eric Holcomb is now the Republican candidate. Governor Mike Pence appointed him as his right-hand man this past spring. And then months later, the party chose Holcomb as its new nominee after Pence announced he was giving up his bid for re-election to run for vice president. Now, this is the second go-around for the Democratic candidate, John Gregg. You may remember he narrowly lost to Pence back in 2012. And 4 years later, Gregg is once again locked in a near-dead heat against a new Republican opponent. Libertarian candidate for Indiana Governor Rex Bell. We understand he continues to recover after a health scare 1 week ago during a newspaper interview. Now, Bell suffered a minor stroke and he was hospitalized, but his campaign says he is expected to make a full recovery.
And only on 13 tonight, we've got new insight into the state's top race and what Hoosiers are thinking tonight heading into Election Day tomorrow. According to our exclusive WTHR Howie Politics Indiana poll, this race is a dead heat. Both Democrat John Gregg and Republican Eric Holcomb, are at 42%. Libertarian Rex Bell has 5%. But also take a look at how things have been changing between the two front runners. Over the past couple of months, Gregg has actually gone up from 40% up to 42%. Holcomb, though, has managed to jump 7%, evening this race right before the election tomorrow.
And once again, I'm alongside Democrat Robin Winston and Republican Jennifer Hollowell here, our Indiana insider, political analyst. And Kevin Rader is in New York tonight. And Kevin, I'm going to start with you first. In a normal year, the governor's race would be a big deal. But this year, it seems like the noise of the presidential race has kind of crowded out all the talk about governor.
Well, with Mike Pence on the top of the ticket, it has. You also have a U.S. Senate race that I think has been surprisingly shocking to a lot of people across the state of Indiana. But the race for governor has been quietly impressive as well. I mean, you've got a man who at one time was running for United States Senate and then decided, no, he'd run for be appointed to a lieutenant governor, and then now governor all in about 6 months and running such a competitive race when John Gregg, as you know, John, has been in the hunt, as you said, since the last time, since 4 years ago. This one has been, I say they're all surprising, but this one surprises me as well. I had no idea that Eric Holcomb, a man who'd been behind the scenes for a lot of years, would be able to step up and actually, at this point, be, as you point out, a dead heat. This one surprises me.
All right, thank you. Kevin Rader in New York. And so, Jennifer, I'll put the question to you. Did Mike Pence getting out of this race help or hurt the Republicans' chances of maintaining the State House this year?
Well, I think we had a solid chance of keeping the governor's office regardless. Both strong candidates. Eric Holcomb, though, has done a tremendous job building a campaign from scratch in 100 days, but clearly he has a lot of history in doing this and serving our state, both as a top advisor to Governor Daniels for 8 years and also having worked with Governor Pence.
Yeah, mostly behind the scenes, though. John Gregg has been out in front for a long time. He's been essentially running for the last 4 years. How come he's not further ahead than Holcomb?
Well, because what Jennifer said earlier, this is a Republican-leaning state, John. I mean, for him to be tied is phenomenal. And you're seeing ads that John Gregg is running where
he was up by 7 points a month ago.
He was up by 7 points, but this is a Republican-leaning state. He's tied. And he's running ads. The most important thing is he's talking about bipartisanship, which is what we desperately need instead of acrimony in the State House. He's running ads with Republicans, former Republicans that were elected in the General Assembly.
I've seen the ads.
Well, saying that he'll be an outstanding governor. But he's still tied at 42. That's fine. In a Republican-leaning state, that's great. John, another two-letter word, absentee ballots. They're doing very well in Marion County and phenomenal in Lake County. Combined with time zone, we'll be up late on this race tomorrow night.
Okay, let's talk about the assumption that this race has been drowned out by the presidential race. Jennifer, do you agree with that?
I do think that it has been a lower profile than the Senate race and the presidential race, just because we haven't had that many competitive races. You know, I've run campaigns here for 20 years and have not seen so many races in play across our state, big races like that. But you want to talk about early voting are record numbers in the donut counties, which are largely Republican counties, and the fact that Eric Holcomb has built and gained so much to have this race tied, I think he has all the momentum here in the end, and it really will come down to ground game, who can get their vote out tomorrow.
Real quick.
Our lines will be long tomorrow because their party would not let us have more than one polling place in Marion County. In Hamilton County, there are probably as many polling places as ATM locations.
There are 3, and they've stood
Okay.
in line for 3 and 4 hours over the last
Three,
several days.
okay,
That's
great.
true.
3 versus 1 behind a magnetometer in the middle of downtown Indianapolis. Not the same. Tomorrow the lines will be long. People will be voting for John Gregg for governor.